Hello and welcome to a tutorial on how to hide your bed and valuables in Minecraft. Now, what you see ahead of you may look like an ordinary grave, however it encompasses a dark secret. Not that dark. You see, at the push of a button it will reveal a hole adjacent to it. Once you jump down, you'll be able to see that it contains a barrel in which you can hide all your valuables, and a bed which you can set your spawn underground, without the bed being counted as obstructed due to the nature of this build. At the push of a button, we can push the grass block up, leaving no trace behind. Now, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to build this. The idea is simple. The build contains one double piston extender, as well as one T flip-flop. Now, if you don't do redstone, you'll probably have no idea what that means. But if you do, you can see it here. Now, this is a pistonless T flip-flop. As you can see, the build is 8 blocks, by 6 blocks, by 5 blocks. The premise is simple. At the push of a button, the pistons will push the grass block up 2 blocks. Now, I'm going to show you how to build this. You'll need 9 redstone dust, 2 redstone repeaters, 1 redstone comparator, 3 droppers, a hopper, 1 observer, 2 sticky pistons, and these other blocks. The redstone lamp is only occasionally necessary, as due to the nature of Minecraft, the build can occasionally not work. So if you want it to definitely work, you should definitely use the redstone lamp. Now, onto the placement of it. Using this hole I'm about to create an example, I'll show you how to build from the hole. The idea is very simple. Firstly, you'll go down 2 blocks, and to the left of this bottom block, you'll place the block of your choice. For the purpose of this video, I'm using a grass block. Now, underneath that, you'll want to place 2 sticky pistons, facing upwards into the grass block. Now, once you've done that, you'll want to place a block beneath the piston on the bottom. Then, to the left of that, you'll need to place a comparator, so build a platform for it if necessary. Once you've placed the repeater, make sure the 2 prongs are facing that way when you first place it, and then put it to 3 ticks, or click it twice once placed. Now, what you'll want to do is have an observer facing down into the repeater, and place white concrete on top of it, like so. Now, to the left of the repeater, you'll want to place a block, forming an L pattern. The top block of this L will be used to form a C, as you can see. Now place 2 blocks like so, and cover them with redstone, like so. Outwards from this point, you'll want to place 2 blocks. On this, a redstone comparator. Make sure the 2 prongs are at the back, and then a repeater. The repeater can be set at any tick, although I find it best to have it at 1 tick for the best speed. You'll then want to place a dropper facing upwards, then this way, then down. Now, place a hopper feeding into the first dropper we placed. And there. This is the majority of the complexity done. At this point, you place the redstone lamp that is only occasionally necessary due to stupid Minecraft working the way it works. You'll want to build a staircase up from this, and then build up 2 blocks and break the one below. This is where you can now place the button, which will be the trigger for this build. Now place redstone dust following down into the dropper. The next part is very important and very easy to forget. You'll want to place any item. In this case, I'm using a poppy. Place it in the top right dropper. This should power the build. Push of a button, it will bring the grass block right back down. At another push, bring it up. Now, I'm going to show you how to use this in a real scenario. Here's a little something I made earlier. It's a grave, if you will. I'm going to start by breaking the block adjacent to it, and then building down 2 blocks. I'm also going to use stone in this build as I find it more aesthetically pleasing to the eye than this stupid white concrete. There it is. Lovely. Do that just like so, in the hole. Next we're going to build the chamber for the bed. Place 2 blocks underneath the bed. However, if you're underground, this is most unlikely necessary. Unless you're building it by the cave. Idiot. Place the bed on top of the 2 blocks, and then surround it. But place down the grass block first. I'm also going to place the barrel for storage at the foot of my bed. Like so. Now, to finish it off, place a block to the right of this. This ensures that you won't spawn anywhere but on the grass block when you wake up out of bed. We're then going to continue as we did before, by placing 2 sticky pistons up into our desired block, which in this case is a grass block. We're using the grass block because it blends in with our surroundings. However, you can use whatever, unless you don't want to hide your face, like an idiot. We're now going to feed the repeater into the block beneath the sticky piston. Like so. Remember to set it to 3 takes. Now we're going to place the observer facing down into it, just like before. Lovely. Now we're going to do the same as before and place an L pattern, which then forms the bottom of the C. Lovely. Now cover it with redstone. Well done. Next, place 2 stone blocks protruding out. Don't place redstone on this. It's very important that you place the repeater and the comparator, like so, with the 2 prongs at the back and the redstone repeater at the front. Now we're going to build the same drop configuration as before. 1 up, 1 facing this way, 1 down, and then the hopper feeding back into the original one we placed. Nearly there. Now comes the placement of the redstone lamp on the bottom dropper. Well done if you managed to do this, it's not hard. Next, build a staircase up leading towards the ground. Make a hole where it meets the surface. You'll have to remember where this hole is, because you'll want to place a button on it. The button can be any kind, if you hadn't noticed. It could be a polished blackstone button, for example. However, in this case, I'll just be using a regular button. Next, you'll want to cover the staircase you've made with redstone. Like so. And then, you can place anything in the dropper. It could be a button, or in this case, a barrel. Now, you're going to want to cover up this hole, and then place the button directly on top of it. Directly on top of it, remember? And there! This build is complete. Push of a button, you can seal away all your items. Or, open. There's a barrel to put all your items in, and the bed to set your spawn. Push a button, no trace left behind. Now, I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. This is probably the 3rd video I ever made on this channel, and, you know, it's amazing that you've actually watched this, so thanks for all the support, and maybe consider subscribing. It'd do all the help in the world to me.